Hello beautiful people. With the wind of change update, the wind against the German high velocity armor piercing ammunition used both on aircraft and anti-aircraft vehicles has turned into a storm. The 15, 20, 30 and 37mm HVAP ammunition all have received huge nerfs. The 15mm HVAP shell found on the SDKFZ 251/21 SPAG and some fighters went from 50mm to 39mm at 10 meters. That's about a 22% nerf. The 20mm HVAP shell found on all 20mm anti-aircraft vehicles Germany have went from 64mm to 48mm at 10 meters, so that is a 25% nerf to the armor penetration. And 25%, that is a huge number. And the 30mm HVAP shell found on the Kugelblitz and on aircraft went from 96mm to 77mm at 10 meters, and that equals to about a 20% nerf. And lastly, well, from what I have found out anyhow, the 37mm HVAP shell found on the Stuka G1 and G2 and the HS-129B2 aircraft went from 142mm to 102mm at 10 meters, and that is about a 24% nerf. Of all these nerfs, the nerf to the popular 20mm shell is the worst. People have always been able to get very close and personal with the SPAGs and able to take out tanks. For instance, destroying the turret of T-34s and Shermans from the side in a pinch with the variable wind has been a lifesaver for me many times. Now there's no way you can destroy a turret or the side of a battering 3.7 T-34 even when you stand right next to it, and the same goes for the turret of any Sherman. The shell can still penetrate Sherman hulls from the side, but you have to almost be at point blank range. But the confidence in being able to defend yourself otherwise is gone. On the other hand, 25, 37 and 40mm AP shells from other nations have not been changed and are still very strong. So now there's an even greater divide between German and Italian SPAGs using these shells compared to other nations' SPAGs' ability to be used as tank destroyers. With all these nerfs, not a single German SPAG can be used reliably as a tank destroyer before you reach the Kugelblitz at battering 6.7. It seems to me that Gardin does not like Germany very much. So I am pissed about these nerfs and pissed about having to find out myself about these nerfs, since Gardin certainly is not going to tell you about it. The changelogs are full about all the great positive changes, but equally important nerfs like these are neatly tucked away, having the player to painfully realize them for themselves. That is a bad way to communicate with the player base, equal to propaganda from Gardin's side. They need to do better. I'll better stop the video here, or I'll just pop a blood vessel somewhere in my body. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember to deploy your dive brakes. Have a good one.